Hey guys, welcome back to another Lower Olympus discussion. I am Dazzling Kate for those who are new here, and welcome back for those who are old here. Anyways, the subscriber of the day is Jessica Socia. So today's subject is how will Lore Olympus end? Now, Jessica brought this up to me that it's going to end next year. And I was thinking, okay, how is Lore Olympus going to end? And I'm just trying to think of how Rachel would wrap this all up in a pretty bow to try and sell so that way they can go forward with their Netflix series, which is another video in the makings at the time. I'm working on it a little bit on what I should talk about specifically, and yeah, it's a whole nother video. We won't be getting it into today's video, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about what is the possible ending for Lore Olympus. Now, it's very hard to say because we've already had Persephone and Hades married, and then them adopting Zeus's kid Dionysus. I don't know his name. I'm bad at remembering names, and I'm bad with names. So I apologize if I didn't, say his name right or remembered the right one. He has a lot of kids. Can you really blame me? Okay. Okay, so I think Lore Olympus will end right after they defeat Kronos. It'll be all like, and of course, Apollo getting his ass kicked too. So I'm seeing that as one of the other parts of Kronos' defeat is that Apollo gets his ass served to him, and Persephone and Hades proceed with having their own kid somehow with magic involved, and there's not really much I can really say. I mean, I want to say Hades will get over his trauma in a way, but I'm not really gonna hold my breath on that because Rachel in the past has only focused on Persephone and not so much on Hades mentally. It's just like right after, I think it was like mid season 2, she kind of just stopped. And I get we've seen plenty of episodes where Hades has been troubled after the court situation and after the whole not getting over Persephone. It's just like, to be honest, they've only known each other for a very few weeks to months. So it's not really much there to really go on about. But yeah, it's very hard to say exactly what will happen at the end. It will probably just be a Kronos aftermath party, being defeated party, and they're celebrating, and Hades and Persephone make babies from magic or some shit, and it basically deals with others somehow getting the answer despite waiting several months and maybe even years just to get the answer to their relationship between some other character in them, or I don't know. It's unpredictable what Rachel will exactly go with. I think I want to focus more on what will Rachel do after Lore Olympus ends. I'm sure it will probably be connected to the Netflix series that Lore Olympus has going on later on. I don't know when that's coming out. I just know from like I think it was 2020 or 2021 when they were like, yeah, we're going to make a series based off of this. And I think she might be in the writer's room or something. I'm kind of hoping not. I'm gonna be real. I'm hoping she doesn't get to be part of the writers team. She could probably just manage something like getting them their coffee or some shit like that. I know that sounds mean, but a lot of the time when Rachel's doing these large events, it doesn't seem to really deliver. After season 1 of me reading, Like, this is me looking back on how I was, like, enjoying the series. Everything is going well. And then there's more questions and answers. And then I start contemplating, okay, this doesn't make much sense. What's going on here? And it's just like, okay. So I'm kind of hoping there are writers who will deliver on better storytelling than Rachel. And again, I'm not trying to sound mean when I say that, but storytelling from Rachel isn't really her strong point. All it is, like, I know this is a drama series, but like, can it be good drama? Can it be good drama and romance? Like, all it feels is like a very forced relationship with barely anything important developing from it, and we're just expected to just eat it up like, hello, like, this is good, and it's not good, guys. It is not good. It is nothing you should be happy about eating every single day. You have to, like, just kind of settle and step out of the story to kind of just understand where I'm getting at. Because if I wasn't reading anything else outside of Lore Olympus, I probably would tell you, oh yes, Lore Olympus is the best thing ever. Better than apple pie or something like that. When really it's just, it's kind of like the store brand ice cream you buy. It's just a, like, I don't know, it's cotton candy flavored or something. And it just tastes more like, the aftertaste leaves you questioning everything. But everyone who's used to buying store brand ice cream now, guys, this is no offense to anyone who likes store brand ice cream. I'm just trying to explain that there is better stories out there. Yes, they're more expensive. Yes, it takes a long time to find them, but I guarantee they are out there. Some people just aren't looking hard enough. But yeah, I've talked to plenty of people who have told me, Dazzling Kate, you have the worst takes. Dazzling Kate, why aren't you, like, trying hard enough to understand Rachel's intelligent storytelling? And then I just gotta laugh about that for a minute, because Rachel's storytelling is just, it's very messy. I understand what she's trying to do. It's just the way she's trying to implement it into the story that makes it very hard to go through, because it feels like she's got all this different, like, she's putting all these different toppings on the french fries when all you need is ketchup. Okay, all you need is ketchup. That's all you need is your ketchup. Maybe a bit of salt, but there it is. But Rachel, she's pouring everything on it. She's pouring the chocolate sauce. I don't know where she got that. The mayonnaise. And then, now she's bringing the pickles here. And it's just like, okay, Rachel, you gotta understand the simplicity of the storytelling. It's easy to understand if you sit down and look at it and understand that you can do it if you focused on what needs to be removed and what works in that story and what doesn't work, what doesn't make sense. Remove that from the story. If it doesn't make any connection to the story at all, remove it completely. Because it just doesn't belong there if you're trying to force so many different flavors into one simple dish. That's what it feels like of Lore Olympus. She's trying to make specific flavors work for a dish that just wouldn't work well with those specific flavors. There's ways to do that, but you have to be smart enough to use, like, specific amounts of it to make it good. A lot of people have told me that I shouldn't be so mean to Rachel. When I do these videos, I want you to understand, I'm talking from a standpoint of a storyteller. When you are used to seeing the exercises, when you're used to reading these stories, when you're used to seeing what is wrong with some character traits and how you can fix them so people can actually connect to the character, that's when you know that the story Lore Olympus is telling is pretty poorly written. But Dazzling Kate, it's won an Eisner Award and all this other stuff. I know. I know. You don't need to tell me twice. I know. A lot of the time, a pretty face can sell lots, but can the story still hold after its poor construction after a couple of years is the question. But yeah, how will Lore Olympus end? I have no clue. What will Rachel be doing? Probably be a part of the writer's room or some place higher up from the writer's room of the Netflix series of Lore Olympus. I don't know. Will Rachel focus on a new series after that? I'm kind of hoping she does, because I do want to see some improvement from her writing. Let me be honest. Now, this is something I expect a lot of people to understand, is that I don't know any other works from Rachel, so I kind of consider this her first series. If anyone can point and direct me to any other series she might have written, feel free to comment down below and I will check it out. But I do consider this series to be kind of her big first stories that I can be like, okay, it's pretty bad, but I'm sure in a few good years Rachel might improve in the storytelling areas that she needs to improve on, such as how to make the character likable and leveling out the entirety of her personality, because it can definitely be shown that Persephone is just basically Bella from Twilight if she was pink and super super doopsy, cutesy wootsy, nice and kind, and yeah, it's just. And then she's just got her little evil side, her rebellious side, which is what makes her perfect for Hades, because she's just that. There's so much more I could go on about. But anyways, I do think it will end on a Kronos is over party. Persephone and Hades has a kid with magic somehow. And we may or may not get a sequel series. I'm not sure if that's a possibility. Like, maybe it is, but I kind of see it being a bit of a sequel. Like, there could be a sequel series from what I can tell. There is some moments that I can kind of see from the series kind of building up to a possible sister series afterwards, but I don't know completely, because I don't analyze every single one of these things. Panels, parts of the story that need to be analyzed the most. I've been delaying that for a while. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Stay safe, stay cool, and most importantly, stay hydrated. This is Dazzling Kate, signing the hell out of here.